What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Raid the Shadow Legends video, and in this video we are back to talk about Noldua and Bazim. Noldua and Bazim. And what these champions have in common? Pretty much nothing, but there is a very high chance that their souls will be available on the upcoming Heroes Path. We don't have information yet, we are still 1 or 2 days away from getting some information. But we have to take into consideration if it's going to be worth or not going for their red stars, as they will be probably very expensive, as the red stars for Raphael and April O'Neil were. And this means that you probably should have like a ton of shards ready if you want these souls, or a ton of energy. But we're going to talk about each of the characters and see if it's going to be worth going for their souls or not. And something you might not know is that the souls for new characters, they always become available within the first week or so of release. And that's why I already have the souls for Noldua, for Bayek, and for Bazim I also had, but I sold it. And now I'm screwed. But yeah, it was just a 1 star, so we're gonna wait for that. So whenever there are new champions coming to the game, and if you are interested in them, always pay attention to the Altar of Souls, because within the first week or so, they are going to show up there, like 100% guaranteed. You can count on that. Okay, so we're gonna break down all the information that you need to know about these 2 champions, if it's gonna be worth or not going for their souls, and then help you decide if it's worth the investment. We'll talk about the numbers later on, but if it's like the last one, it's going to be expensive, whether it is on energy, whether it is on shards. So yeah. Okay guys, so as always, if you guys like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Raid Challenges content. Make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Like a boss. Okay, is Noldua a boss? No. To be fair, she's not a boss at all. Where is she? So yeah, unfortunately she's kind of garbage. Let's see the ratings. 4 stars. Yeah, she's like a glorified epic, and that's pretty much it. Now Solonar, her partner, is very strong. Make sure you check out the video that we posted on the channel recently, where I faced the Solonar in arena. And it was an absolute disaster how difficult it was to get rid of that guy. Also some solutions on how to defeat him, so make sure you check out that video. But Noldua on her own, she's not doing much. She can apply this enfeeble, which can be interesting. I guess in certain situations you could spread this with like Michelangelo or something like that. But it's really something that's going to be very difficult to take advantage of. Plus, it's not 100% guaranteed that we'll land it. Plus, it's a single target mechanic, so yeah, her basic alone is really bad. Second ability, 75% chance of removing all buffs from the enemies. It cannot be resisted if the guy's around. Decrease defense on the enemies for 2 turns, cannot be resisted if her boyfriend is around. And then places increased attack on your allies. So this is already diminishing which champions you should pair up with her, right? You pretty much want to put the boyfriend with her, but let's think about the other champions that use increased attack. There are actually not many that you can place with her. Like who are you gonna use? Like Yukimasa or something like that, or Bazim? I mean, maybe, but this is, again, like I was saying, like she's a glorified epic, which is very unfortunate. And again, if you have the boyfriend, she does not need the soul for accuracy, right? But if you don't have the boyfriend, then she needs a ton of accuracy, because for sure she's gonna fail all of these effects. On top of that, she's also very susceptible to sheep, which is not a problem as it used to be, but yeah, it can still be inconvenient. Now, we have the ultimate, the A3, revives all allies with a 50% turn meter, 50% HP. If you have the boyfriend only the boyfriend will be with 100% HP, 100% turn meter, so keep that in mind. And then it places a shield on all allies by 30%. Now, this ability does not work if you cannot revive anyone. Again, garbage. What? It's so effing garbage. This ability is absolute trash. And I honestly don't know what to tell you. So it's like she has only 2 abilities. That's it. She has literally only 2 abilities. And she has a 3-turn cooldown. If this was like on a 2-turn cooldown, like Raglan, okay, it makes sense. But it's not the case. So yeah, this is like, she's really, really bad. In terms of the soul is going to increase the size of the shield because you're getting 8000 HP, 8500, which is a nice amount. The barrier is based on this champion, so yes, it will matter for her. But again, we are talking about you are going to increase the amount of the shield by like 20% or so, even if you get her to like 100,000 HP. But again, it's not great, so yeah. Alternate meter field effects for this champion will be less effective. This is not affected by the soul by any means. If it's on the same turn, she'll get the speed bar instead, and it stops, blah blah blah. We can skip this. Like I'm already tired. Like she's just so bad that it's painful. Again, if you have the boyfriend, she's decent. If you don't, she's terrible. And again, the soul is not doing anything for her. So getting the 1-star soul is the best investment you can do. It's just the case. You get the 7000 HP and that's it. And that's it. I'm not even sure if she's worth the books. Let's be honest. Okay, let's talk about the other guy. Now, the other guy is the Basim. We still didn't unlock him. We're almost there. We need 3 more pages. And yeah, 2 of them are green. And yeah, we'll see. No, 1 blue, 1 green. 1 blue, 1 green. Okay, so where do I find this guy? Okay, so here. So Basim, on the other hand, yeah, this guy is spicy. This guy, the soul for him is going to be very, very important. And you can increase his value a lot because of this extra turn that he gets. Champions that get extra turns are very, very good with the blessing that is Temporal Chains, because it will allow you to get the cooldown a lot faster. The Temporal Chains, it has a cooldown on its effect, and because of that, champions that get extra turns are great. So you can see right here, 4-turn cooldown, but if you have extra turns, yeah. So decrease the speed of by 5 for each buff on enemies up to 15%. Decrease speed is very, very powerful. And this does not require accuracy or anything like that, so yeah. Instantly decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15% whenever an enemy receives their third buff. So this can be very, very fast. And again, if you're facing certain type of champions like Sifi and even Solinar, this is going to happen quite often. And once again, if you have these instant turn mechanics on your champion, it's like this has a 3-turn cooldown rather than a 4, which will make the Temporal Chains a lot more powerful. So yeah, any type of champion that has this type of mechanics, it's great. For example, April O'Neil, I have Temporal Chains on her exactly because of that. Even that it only activates at 6 stars, it's something to have into consideration. So there you go. So for Basim, it's going to be very important, the soul, just on that specific situation alone. One big problem with Basim is that he's not very good at applying negative effects, and because of, like, this ability can apply negative effects, but not all enemies are susceptible to block active skills and block debuffs. So you don't want to pair him up with with Nature's Wrath or anything like that to increase his damage, because that's not going to be like his main goal. If you want to increase his damage, you'll have to go for the Crushing Rend. You are only going to do 2 attacks, but for PvP that's going to be enough. For PvE, it's kind of a low mid, so yeah, we have to keep that in mind. Like on Hydra, is going to be like mid at best. He's not Tolin, he's not Thor, he's nowhere near those levels, so yeah. So with that in mind, the soul, whether it is Crushing Rend, whether it is Temporal Chains, it's definitely something that you'll have to take into consideration. to make the most out of this guy. And he does not do like the biggest amount of damage ever, but he's still pretty decent. He's still pretty decent, and once again, because he's getting these extra turns, it can be super convenient, whether it is to break the Mercurial. You are doing 2 attacks here, and then you are going to do another attack that will break Mercurial, for example, on the support champion, which after you can block the active skills, and there you go, pretty much game over. So he would be a great counter against all the ELVs that we have going on right now, and because they are of the same affinity, that would be really, really good for this guy. So there you go, that would be a great to use to get out of this guy. So yeah, these are all things that you have to take into consideration, and that means that the soul for this guy might be very, very important. And if you're gonna think about getting one of the souls, you should definitely prioritize the soul for this guy. Now, this is all speculation. Once again, we don't have full confirmation that it will be the case, but when you take a look at the calendar of the events on my spreadsheet that I've been tracking all of these, we got the April O'Neil event right here, April O'Neil Ace Reporter, then we had the Shredder Soul, and we had the Raphael Deck of Faith, and then we had the Halloween Path. So the Halloween Path was when we had the souls for Raphael and for April O'Neil at the same time, and this was during the Sanguine Marie event. Is there a possibility that this will be for something else? Yeah, sure, it's possible that it will be, but if that's the case, that means that we are going to get the souls after on other type of events, and those events might be more painful, but I really doubt, I really think this is going to be the case. We're going to have this path right now, Hero's Path, with the soul for her, the soul for Basim, and then a third path where you can get the event points. So it's going to be hybrid between the event for Sanguine Maria with the event for Granite that also included points for the thing that we had going on. Okay, so hopefully this help you out decide which souls you should go for. Again, this is 100% speculation, but I think we'll get confirmation in the very near future based on past events. And yeah, unfortunately, Noldula, just to end the video, she's absolute trash. Like calling this a legendary champion, it's not good. Again, if she would give the shield without requiring reviving champions, okay, we'd consider that. But the fact that it's not the case, like, she's garbage. Like, she's so garbage that it's even offensive that we had to go for this fusion just in case we would get Solonar, and Solonar is so broken that we don't even need her for nothing. Like, for what? To revive, you'll be better off with Mariska or with Ilvi or with other revived champion or Lady Noel or anything like that. Who cares about Noldula? But okay, guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it will help you decide which soul you should go for. And as always, if you guys liked information on these videos, make sure you share the videos and the channel with other friends on Facebook and Discord and Reddit. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Raid Challenges content, and I will catch you guys later.